Oh my. Oh my. Welcome to Motherfunkler.
Woo!
Greetings to all our fellow Funklers. We are at the fantastic one and only Fiddler's Green in Winter Park, Florida for our 100th episode.
100 episodes.
Oh my
hey,
goodness.
and before you, everybody with a Jaeger bomb, please. Cheers,
Cheers,
to our
everyone.
100th episode.
Cheers.
Like you guys'
To
style.
100.
Boom.
Downtown Trevor Brown here reporting for duty. To my right, the Legal Eagle, Showtime's the Duel.
I know nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy. I ain't said shit.
DJ Pumpernickels over to the left.
That's me.
The Wizard of Ed is here.
He's chilling.
Amanda Panda Skittlebuns is in the room.
Intuitive Muse is her more professional name, but, you know, whatever.
Hey, what do you think of this look that we've got going today?
I don't know. I'm not feeling it, man.
Yeah, I feel hot.
I think this is the way to go.
We should have done Speedos. We should have done
I was really
Speedos
not-
and nipple tassels.
I mean, dark glasses. I had to go out and get these because I don't have glasses.
Those are some expensive
Sunglasses.
glasses to pick up, man.
Pretty cool sunglasses. But then wearing a suit on a Sunday, my neighbors must have thought this
You're
guy's
going to a
going
funeral.
to a funeral.
I think they thought I was fucking investigating aliens. That's what I look like, I think.
Speaking of
You do.
funeral, don't you guys think time is speeding up? Like, as every day progresses, it's getting a little faster?
Ever since COVID, fucking time is a weird bitch.
Why?
I just think it's the year and a half of COVID feels like it was maybe 2 weeks to me, and ever since then, time just flies. Like I'm almost at my half birthday to 45, which fucking sucks, and it feels like I just turned 44 like 3 weeks ago.
Can you weigh in on this, man?
I've thought about this, and so there are some weeks that do fly, and there's some that don't, and it all depends on when I start thinking about my Sunday night. It's normally what have I got for Friday, right? Because Friday is like I'm gonna go hang out with you guys, I'm gonna have a drink, whatever, right? And the rest of the days are just boring, ordinary, nothing out of the ordinary, right? And before I know it, I'm sitting at Super Rica having a drink with you guys.
I
And
know.
it's been the week's gone.
yeah.
So to me, I
Tequila
would say-
shots is what we were doing.
Yeah, and they were really
They were
good.
good.
What are they called again?
Dude, Ocho, it's Ed. It's Ocho.
Is an artisanal tequila, no additives, 100% agave.
So if you wanted to go order this delicious tequila, it's called Ocho
Tequila ocho blanco
Plata?
or plato.
Plata.
Just say blanco. More
Really?
legit.
It says the word.
Blanca.
Does
I just
plata?
sound like a fucking dork when I say it. Like it's plata.
But
Like
in
I,
Mexico, it's just
I
tequila
feel like
blanco.
I feel like a Karen ordering at a Mexican restaurant where I'm like,
Blanco.
I'll take the plato, please. Give me a quesadilla with extra guacamole. Like when I order that shot, but that tequila is unreal.
That
It's
is
so good.
really good. So I find that if I start my week off aiming for Friday,
Yeah.
the entire week is just a blur.
Yeah.
Now, if I like this week, I've got something on Tuesday. I've got a big a game on Tuesday, so I'm already
A what?
today thinking about Tuesday. I got a game on Tuesday.
second biggest game of the year.
Oh
So-
God.
So, what I'm saying is that,
Soccer.
and then I've got something on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Um,
Bing 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 bing
so
boom
what-
boom bang bang.
I would think this week is going to take its time. It's not going to go running. It's not going to go rushing by.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is because as you get older, like Nick now, he's like getting older.
Dude,
you're
we
not-
will live the rest of our lives and I'll still be like half your age.
Yes.
So
But what happens is very often is you're actually not living today in its fullest sense. You actually are planning like you are. You've been planning for 2 weeks, for 6 months,
yeah.
right? So it shouldn't surprise you that your 6 months has just flown by, that 2 weeks is about to happen, right?
I mean, I barely plan anything. Jamie plans on my fucking life.
Yeah.
Shit, like I don't even look at the calendar. I just show up and whatever she's written on there is what I do.
So the moral of the story is live each day to the fullest, and then the year doesn't fly by.
Well, I'm trying to get a frame of reference on memories of being in grade school and watching that fucking second hand crawl around the clock.
Oh, my
And-
thing was
and-
I always remember my birthday, and if it was 3 weeks before my birthday, those 3 weeks felt like a fucking eternity. And also, if you had like 2 weeks before spring break or something, it felt like it was so long. And now it's not even weeks.
Now
like,
I
it feels
blink
like
and
it's a
and
day.
like a month goes by, man.
That's because you're planning. You're thinking about what am I going to do next month? What am I doing the following month? And we're not living in the present. And it's tough. I don't do it. I struggle with it. But every week I start off by saying, now, can you just remember, enjoy Monday? So I don't remember Mondays because Mondays are my busiest days and it's the worst day of my week. So before I know it, I'm already on Tuesday.
There is some science behind that, I think. There's some science behind novel experiences making time go slower in your brain. I also, though, I remember people coming up to me and being like, hey, man, I know, like my father would be like, I know you want to be older. I know you want to go out. I know you want to do stuff. Enjoy childhood because after childhood, life is fucking terrible. So just take it from me. Enjoy the moment that you have. That's one of the many things he fucking told me when I was younger that actually ended up being true. Like, yes, I look back and I'm like, wow, being in childhood is like what it's all about. After that, you're paying the price for the fun.
But when
that
you were
have.
living your childhood, you weren't enjoying it though.
Like, all you want to do is be older. Like, all you want to do is drive, or all you want to do is drink, or all you want to do is go to college, or be like successful. Like, these are the things you think of when you're a kid. And then you look back and you're like, shit, man, I wish I could go to before all this shit and just be a kid for a little while.
Well, so then that being said, what era of your life that you've already lived through would you choose to stay in forever?
Okay, so era of my life that I'd choose. So you're saying like magically I could be one age forever?
Yeah. What was the best age?
35.
Why?
I still had yet to have a hangover at 35. I was still like made out of fucking metal and brawn. But I was also old enough to kind of know who I was. Like when in my 20s, my whole 20s were a fucking nightmare. Like all I did was law school, bust my ass. I didn't know who I was, made terrible mistakes. By the time I was 34, I kind of know who the fuck I was. I was in really good physical shape still at 35. So I mean, if you're asking me an age that, I'm a vampire and I'm going to stay that age forever, 35 would be my choice.
Well, the vampire thing changes it. My personal concept of the
I don't
the
mean
thought.
I don't mean sucking blood and whatever.
No.
Fuck.
But like, if I had the same rules as a vampire without the blood and all that stuff, I would pick a different age. But I was gonna go for the 80s. I miss the 80s.
You're talking about so you're not saying
I miss
age
being,
of us. You're saying era
no
of life to live in.
Yeah, not really. I would say for me probably 10 years old.
That's when you'd want to be forever?
Not the vampire thing.
Meaning, so you'd want to start over at 10 right now and go, or you want to be 10 till...
No, that's the golden age for me was like the late 80s.
What was the kind of big thing in your life when I was 10?
I still believed in Santa, and that was that was like a magical time.
I agree.
I lived in California for a while. Punk rock was huge. 80s music was huge. I fucking loved the neon colors and the crimped hair and the like 3 neon socks, and the 80s was...
You saying that, I'm sure we'll talk about it in Nuggets, but last night at the dinner on the Avenue, there was a woman dressed in like Madonna all black 80s shit. She was like 125 years old, but still... I was like, damn, for a second I was like, damn, that's hot. And I go, oh, she's like really fucking old. But no, it was nobody here because everybody here is at least 20 years younger than the woman that I'm talking about. I'm talking like translucent skin, right? Like you could see her heart beating under her. Like that's how old this person was. But for a second I was like, she's hot because she was wearing this Madonna 80s shit. Like,
so the issue with my 80s deal is no sex because 10 years old, like no booze, no other fun substances. But am I really missing that? Was the 80s so great and the age so great? Who gives a shit about the adult stuff?
So here's the thing: is that
what year were you born in, Pierre?
I want to know 67.
Okay.
So here's the thing: is 80s for me was the best time of my life. I was in college. I finished high school in 85. So as you know, I was a DJ in high school.
DJ
So-
Pumpernickel.
So in my grade, we called it grades 10, 11, and 12 at that in South Africa. That was when when I started going out to discos. You know, there were house parties. Remember that? I used to go to discos, man.
I
And
believe
was
you.
I was the DJ there, right?
Discotheque.
Discotheque
I can't imagine
and house parties, right?
this fucking scenario that you're talking about.
And then I went to
It would
college.
be the most absurd thing I can think of.
So then I went to college, and I would say that my happiest times, carefree, never worried about money, no responsibility, and was living my best life,
Yeah.
was probably my college days. I was playing sport at a very decent level. I was the station manager of the radio station. I was president of the
What sport? Tennis?
I was playing tennis and squash, and
You were a collegiate squash player?
tennis player. Squash was just
For
varsity.
funsies.
Just varsity, yeah. And then
Just varsity.
it was fairly competitive, but I wasn't touring, the different states or that. But I was playing tennis.
Yeah.
But if I think about it, I was learning to drink in a more significant way. You know, I was more independent now, right?
Yeah.
So I had a bit of money, not a lot, but I had enough to buy my friends a few beers. I had my own calendar, so I could go out and drink when I wanted to. When I was in school, you know, I had to be home by a certain time and do things that my parents wanted. Here, I was a little bit more independent. And obviously, you know, girls were a big part of our lives as well, right? So, you know, it was, you know, we had a car. I had a car. I had a credit card. I had some cash, and we had girls. It was a good life.
I got a better rush at a younger age before sex became a part of the equation, when we had like Valentine's Day, and I would get a Valentine from the crush that I had on in class. Man, my fucking, like, my endorphins were sky high, and I feel like I think I'm gonna stick with late 80s, man.
So if I could pick, I would say, and that's why I asked you what year you were born. If I could go back and pick what year I was born in, I would have wanted to be born in 1969.
Oh,
I'd want to be
The summer of love.
20 in 1989.
did we go to the moon in that year? Wasn't that
We did.
We did.
July.
Yeah.
But I would want to be 20 in 1989, where I can do all the cocaine and fucking rage at the disco.
You know that you're wanting to be me, right?
Then I could. No, you're older than my perfect
No, I mean,
age.
that's-
You were born in 67.
2 years.
2 years. I mean, that's
and you're
your
telling me
perfect.
all this fucking bullshit about, I had money, I didn't have money, you were hanging out
Yeah.
with my college friends. I would have raged like Wall Street, cocaine, fucking. I'm 20 in 1989. I'm 30 in 1999, right?
Yeah.
Then 2009, I'm 40. 2019, I'm 50. And then I just give up, because when you're 50,
Yeah.
it's over.
You just
right?
summarized my life. I just give up.
I mean, after COVID, like it's just fucking done. So I'd be like, oh yeah, at 50, I'm fucking done.
So you got 5 years to go, and then it's game over.
Well, really, what I'm saying is that you spent. What were your years? So 2020, how old were you?
So 2020, I was 52.
So 52 until 54, where the culture was garbage because of fucking COVID. Like, you had to take 2 years off, but you were 52 to 54. I had to take 2 years off in my late 30s and early 40s, when I finally had made it. Right when I've got shit together, the society was like, we're shutting down for fucking 2 years. I had to spend like 2 of the last good years I have before I'm an old man. Like, no offense, but an old man like you. I had to sit at home and fucking jerk off. Like, it was terrible.
So here's the thing: is that for me, COVID couldn't have come at a better time.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. No,
at
but
your
let me
old
tell you why.
age, it's
No,
you
but-
could take naps in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Like, you could, dude.
But here's what happened,
ARP
right?
commercials. It's
I was
fucking right up your alley.
living in a gated community, right? And I had just immigrated. Okay, so there was a real need for us to kind of reconnect as a family because I had one kid up in Massachusetts, one trying to do high school here. It was all new to us, right? And then the whole world shut down, and we all came home, right? It was a gift for us. We were now at home. We could go for a run in the community. There was a tennis court. There was a swimming pool. All the gyms were closed, if you remember, right?
You're proving my point. Yes,
No, I'm
it was
saying-
a gift for you because you were that old.
It wasn't about age. It was more about all that transition that we were going through. This was.
We've talked a lot
it was
about your
just-
life.
The whole thing just.
You're telling me you would have viewed it as that positive experience if you would have been 38 at the time that everything shut down?
No, but I wasn't. I'm just saying. Yeah, my kids were all off at 38. My kids wouldn't have been at college, right? So
Correct.
To me, it was the ideal time where then they had to come home, and they had to do the stuff. Did it help them? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think they suffered because they had to be at home, not with their mates. How long were we locked in?
6
Like
weeks.
No.
No.
We were shut down a lot longer than
6
that.
week quarantine.
Yeah, but
No.
but not being able to
Dude,
go to school and
come on.
and go
Get the
out
fuck
to
outta here.
gyms.
It was like a year
6
and a half.
months.
I had to do
I'd say
My
6 months. a
my
year.
business was closed for 6 weeks. Like
Your-
we were allowed to be open before and after
your
was a
business,
6 weeks
yes.
period.
I didn't host here. I hosted online here. I could tell you for 8 months. Donald would have opened this place the minute he possibly could. I did online trivia with Christian for 8 months. They briefly reopened and then had to close again because of fucking shit going through. But I also had to make notes for my employees who had to be essential workers to be able to fucking drive around. It was not 6 weeks, my friend. I also could tell you I didn't pick a jury for a year and a half from COVID from March of 2020 until the end of 2021. So it may have been 6 weeks for barbershops, but for going out and partying, it was a year and a half. It was.
Well, New York was one of the hardest hit. I think they opened in
say?
June of 2020.
Fair. Yes.
June 20
Yes.
June 2021
okay.
is when New York opened, and those were one of the hardest hit cities. I think Florida we were probably a little bit easier, if I recall. We could go out. I went to a restaurant I went to a restaurant in July of 2020. An Italian restaurant, I can't remember the name, in Maitland.
That was your first meal out. You picked Italian.
I picked Italian because
Francesca's?
yes,
Mm.
and it was a normal night out. July of 2020.
Well, I actually went to Chicago in July of 2020 for a bachelor party where the bachelor ended up not going. So
He had
everybody
COVID?
because
Oh.
well, his wife is a terrible human being, and they actually never got married. It's not even his wife. They were engaged. She decided she didn't want to be with him. They have a kid,
Right.
and now she just keeps him around because she's got the money, and he, is just hanging around.
Right.
Despite that, we went. He didn't go, and I remember being in Chicago, and although things were open, it was still shut down. So it went crazy from June to July. Everybody reopened thinking everything was okay, and then it fucking slammed back down. And for a year, the shit was shut down. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Donald, we heard from the gallery, during a hurricane I've been here, where you can see fucking signs flying through.
Well, we've been here.
He
Yeah.
keeps this place open. Yeah, we've all been
We've
here.
been a hurricane party.
And
Yeah.
he wasn't having trivia because you just couldn't do it culturally. It was against the rules
Yeah.
at the time. So it was a lot longer than 6 weeks, dude. It was to navigate my life. It to impact my ability to get out there and rage. It was a year and a half.
So it was upsetting.
I fucking hated it. And that's why I was saying, if I had to pick a time, I'd want to be in my 20s and the 80s when I could do fucking cocaine and rage.
Would you do cocaine in the 80s?
I don't know, man.
You've been pretty outspoken about
I've never done it.
I don't want to do cocaine.
I don't want to do it because I think I'd like it a lot. And that concerns me. But if I was in my 20s and the 80s, maybe shit would be different. Maybe
Yeah.
I'd get out there and rage. But I my point is that I would like to if I was able to build whatever I want, I'd want to be young and party time in the 80s, still young because I love the 90s as well. And I'd want it to cap with me being old at COVID so that I could have an opinion like you do.
Where
Because
in
you
a
were
community,
old at COVID,
play tennis.
Where I go, I'm just gonna go for walks with my kids and
yes.
shit. Who gives a fuck? Like I'm done with
Right.
life anyway.
DJ Pumpernickel, did you party in the 80s?
I absolutely partied in the 80s.
Like party?
I was 16, 17, 18, but I didn't do the thing that Nick said he wants to do and didn't. No, I've not done.
You've never tried it?
That's
I've
what I was
never
asking.
No, I've never done any drugs at all, not even marijuana.
Well,
what do you call it?
You've done alcohol.
Alcohol.
That's a drug.
Yeah, but the first time I had my first beer was actually when I was in college, my first day of college.
Yeah, but you've done alcohol and caffeine while we're sitting. Well, a little bit because you didn't finish your fucking shot, but
yeah. So I started drinking my first.
So you
drink.
didn't party.
No, it was good parties. You know, it was listening to good music, man. That's what I was doing when I say party.
Oh.
But no sex, no drugs.
Well,
Sounds
I
pretty
think
lame.
I think time's speeding up for me, and I think that's a good sign. I have regular conversations with the intuitive muse on time speeding up, and I am embracing it because I think if time speeds up, that means you're fulfilling your purpose, not in a self-help book kind of way.
that's kind of what it sounds like.
But it means you're doing things, you're making things move, and if time's crawling for you, that means you're not doing shit.
See,
so
the
I
science
like,
is the opposite of that. The science is that if you're doing things that you've never done, your brain slows it down. That's why it goes slower when you're young.
I understand that, but once you learn a process, I mean,
then it speeds up
Yeah.
because your brain's just. But if you're learning new things, that's when it slows down. That's why when you're young, you're always learning new shit because you're young. So time goes really slow because you're gaining novel experience. Now our brain just fast forwards.
yeah.
Keeps
So
us protected.
here's an example, right? Sometimes I take a new route to my office, right? And if I do that,
How
because-
daring.
I know. This feels so compelling and exciting.
No. What happens that because I'm going through a foreign area, that route feels longer.
Yeah.
Because I don't really
I
know
just
where
almost
the
slammed
traffic
the
lights
table.
are. I don't know where the right turn is or whatever, right? Now, for example, I go down my quickest route now is actually to go on the Mills, and then take East Colonial and get on the I-4 at East Colonial, right?
Sure.
You know, that is the quickest route now, but it used to be when I used to come to your house to go down initially, it used to take long. So what I'm saying is that when something
Compelling radio.
when something
Compelling
is a
radio.
novelty,
The directions from your house
When
to
it's new-
your work.
the time goes slower. But once it becomes, it's like you're on autopilot. You don't even know it's 5 minutes. I'm there.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that's what's happening with you. Where are you doing things that are constantly new?
No, my schedule just fucking loaded. Like literally block after block on my calendar, back to back, days fly by, and I think it's a good thing. And I'm not doing necessarily routine, like everything is in different orders and changing daily. I just find it fun that everything's I think in a really odd way, I find it fun that death is quickly approaching.
I think you are in such a routine that your days are flying by. That would be my hypothesis.
I agree with PR actually. I
Okay.
think when you create a routine, like I think people go through this time period where you're creating these routines and making money so that you can get back to a point
Yeah.
where you're not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
And you can fucking slow down and like enjoy what's
I
going
think
on.
when you slow down, you die.
well,
I've seen a lot of like
we're all
family
gonna fucking
members.
die anyway.
I've seen a lot of family members that, like, business moguls, and they put their heart and soul into the business grind, and then when they decide to retire, 5 years, they're done.
Well, that's fucking sad. That's not the kind of person I want to be. I don't
Okay.
think that's cool at all. I
I'm
think
glad
it's
we've
fucking
established that.
lame. Yeah, I think that's fucking
So,
terrible.
so you got to slow your life down, Trevor, and you won't die. You'll be fine.
Nah,
Live forever.
I want to live in the 80s.
That would be pretty rad.
I'm just shocked that you found that your age of 10 was kind of the year that you the time you want to go back to.
It was great. I'm
10
telling
for
you,
me
man.
was
Like
just a nothing year. It was nothing.
everything was brand new. Like traveling with on family vacations. It was great. You know,
think
like
there's
it
5
was
left, right?
exploring, and you know,
2?
there was a magic to
what
it.
would be
Me and Ed.
like something? What would be a highlight? Something that you think, wow, if I was back at 10, that's the thing.
I mean, I couldn't put a pin in one thing. It'd be, just
When I was 10, I thought women got pregnant by
peeing in them.
blowjobs.
Well,
I thought they swallowed and got pregnant.
I thought you peed in them.
So when I was 10,
My point
yeah,
is 10 is not attractive to me.
It's not attractive to me at all.
Huh.
Yeah.
And I was a happy kid. I mean, we were, yes,
Dude, I loved it. I loved
I had the
childhood.
families, yeah.
Childhood's rad.
We-
and
we-
I think you're onto something with the build up, the feeling of excitement that's unreleased.
Yeah.
Like the building of excitement without having sex. Like I think there was something there where it was like mystical, like magical.
Yeah.
But 10's just when I was 10, dude, life wasn't good enough yet. Like I didn't understand what the
well,
fuck
your
was going
friends
on.
were your friends, right? Everybody was, I would say they were honest. You know,
my best friend was Donald, and he's a fat piece of shit. He was a liar even back then. I can tell you when he was 10.
When I think about my friends, when I was 10 years old, right? When I went to go hang out with them, I just walked up to their house, knocked on the door. We went in, we hung out. I don't even remember what we used to talk about.
Yeah.
We had good fun.
Like
we were friends.
Horses and carriages and shit.
And then,
That's what you're
we
talking
would
about.
go to the movies, and there was no
The
calendar.
moving pictures? You guys had talkies?
We went to the movies. We went to the to the theater. But everything was super innocent. But I would say, but if you said to me, like, just pick a time in life, the time that was most exciting, I had a car. Okay, so I always wanted a car, man.
Yeah, me too.
And when I was in college, well, my dad got me a car, so that was the first thing, right?
Yeah.
Then I had at least one girlfriend at a time, which is exciting.
Here we go
You're
with
playing,
this
you
fucking bullshit.
you playing.
He always does this.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No,
that,
you drop a sentence like at least one girlfriend at a time. Like you want everybody to know that you're
No.
a fucking Don Juan de
But-
fucking PR.
But it was. I'm just saying that level of excitement where you could get into trouble with people you were operating
yes,
with.
I agree with that.
Sometimes you're playing. You're doing various things. You are different personalities depending on where you are at any one time. And you also, and everything is new. There's so much of new stuff that's going on, but I am so ignorant about life at the time.
Yeah.
And I was blissfully happy
I think
with
these fucking phones have something to do with that. I think our experiences were a lot different. Like where you're out there, you have to figure it out yourself. You have to fucking survive. You have to figure out what's going on. You have to navigate social situations without text and stuff. Like you actually had to talk and
Yeah, if I said to a mate, I'm going to meet you at a party at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or whatever, there was no phoning. We got in a car and we got there and we knew he or she was going to be there for the party, and then we would somehow know where the next place was going to be, and there was no phoning or texting, right? It was, but the time that if you said to me, so what was the times that you didn't like the most?
That's yeah. Let's go with that.
I did not like the immediate year after college when I started my what we call in South Africa articles, where you start like before you write your law board exam.
yeah.
That 2 or 3 years. So I always wanted to be a lawyer. That was what I want. So first was a DJ, but then it was like, no, you're not going to be a DJ. So then was the law thing. And when I joined,
Why would
as a
you want to be a
lawyer-
lawyer? Lawyers are the biggest pieces of shit.
Well, what happened was that I started
Like-
to do. I was doing quite well.
scumbag.
I was
Like,
doing, yeah,
dude.
yeah. But I was not going to do what you're doing. I was never going to be the person that goes to court. I really thought I was going to be much better off with the commercial law and so. But when I started off for the first 3 years, it was the biggest disappointment ever.
I mean, it's pretty terrible.
I hated the fact that there was the officers. You had to bill by the hour. Everybody was Mr. So-and-so. It was just all the formalities of being in law. I hated it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And so it was like, I want to be this lawyer, studied all of these years, wrote the board exam or the bar exam, and was so unhappy with what I was doing. Everyone in the law profession, and Nick, you can say that I'm talking bullshit, but
trying.
everyone is so fictitious. Not one person, those friends that I'm talking about, the people that are all in the different law firms, they're all bullshitters. They're
Yes.
all fake.
So what's your worst?
I probably had a couple of different downturns recently. I'd say when the year that the house flooded.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, that shit sucked.
that threw off like the focusing on the insurance claim and the general
was,
contractor.
That was 22?
I don't remember. I think I'm starting to block it out.
Yeah.
But I do, like, I guess in a good way, I'm glad that I had to go through it because I think I'm tough as nails on the other end.
Yeah.
And I think it put some perspective on some shifts that I needed to make. And I don't know, what do you, double-edged sword kind of thing.
Nick, what's your worst time other than current day?
From COVID to current day.
From COVID to current day?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's a terrible era. Like, it's been, like, now I'm doing what you guys all
How
talk about.
long is an era?
I mean, era isn't
he's
defined by
talking
amount
about
of time.
5 years.
That seems girthy to me.
An era is just a point,
So
time
your
period.
age, your age 40 to 45 basically was your worst time.
Is it ongoing?
It's yeah. I mean, it's pretty bad.
That
Pretty
should
terrible.
be your best time.
Yeah.
The 40s. I mean, come on, you can conquer the world. You're invincible.
No, not invincible at all.
No.
No. No. I'll tell you, I like the come up. I really enjoyed fighting and getting my way and fucking winning and being excited about it.
Yeah,
now,
but you're doing that.
Now all I'm doing is fighting as hard as I can to try and like fucking not do it anymore because it's so fucking terrible. Once you become, you're no longer like the young guy that's like all promise and future. Now you're the guy that it's just everybody's attacking you constantly because you're the guy with the fucking money. You're the guy who makes the decisions. So now it's all just another fucking fight. Like nobody can ever just be cool. It's this fucking nightmare.
I would say that from the time once I hit like 35, 36, and I knew, okay, this was my lane.
I mean, 35 is the time, the age that I just told you I wish I could be.
Yeah. I'm
that
just saying,
was my favorite.
But and right till now, I mean, I know now. So I have a
So
very
the last 25. How old are you? 60?
57.
57.
But here's the thing about
That's a big era.
About
That's
the
a
time.
lot of era.
Yeah, but from 35
Girthy,
though, I
as
didn't.
you
So
said.
before that, I wasn't quite sure where I was, who I was, what I wanted to do, where I want to live, all of that. Right. Eventually, I got to a point, and I'm giving you I'm just throwing a number.
I can
number
tell.
there. 35 was kind of around that period when I said, okay, this is how my life's going to be, right? And and I'm living that life that I wanted to be. Every decision and everything that I'm doing now was a conscious decision, and I think I'm been living for the last 20 years my best life. Nothing is by chance anymore. When I was 20, 21, I had no clue, and I didn't care. That was the difference.
Yeah.
I was just having fun. I didn't care whether I was going to pass an exam, whether I was going to fail an exam, whether I was going to qualify as a lawyer, whether I was going to be a DJ. I thought I wanted to be a DJ. That's what I wanted to be. I didn't have any plans for life that I was going to live.
Yeah.
But by the time I was 35, I had a fairly good idea about all of those plans.
What's going on, man?
What was your DJ name?
Pumpernickel is pretty close.
Is it?
DJ Sugarloaf?
DJ Artisanal Bread?
Hey, you know what? I love bread, but I shouldn't be eating it, as you know, at my age.
Oh my!
Christ.
I had a good run. In just kind of post, not college. I got an associate's degree at a community college.
Yeah.
And as I was making the choice to move to Florida, I was a DJ at a nightclub for a summer, and the nightclub was called The Shadow.
So what year was that? DJing?
2002. The club was called The Shadow.
So I'm the only one in this,
no DJ
that has not
experience?
been a DJ?
Yeah.
But you always want to be a DJ.
Wait, has the Wizard of Ed been a
Well,
DJ?
when you say DJ,
I want to be. I want to learn. But I want to do just like vinyl records. I
Yeah.
want to learn how to like spin.
like when you
Analog.
say DJ, I've been hired to
Yeah.
like do weddings where I play music, but I've
That
never like
counts.
sat with a fucking laptop and made scratch noises
No,
and shit.
but remember, and there was no in the 80s. There was that was not a DJ. Scratch sounds. You were out in a disco. You were rocking it.
I
with a
wasn't. I wasn't
microphone.
in a disco.
Also, the two of you were in different time frames of being a DJ.
Yes.
You had mechanical turntables,
Yes.
and he was using like CDs with the thing on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did it like 20 years before he did.
Yeah.
So when you say that, it's a little different.
But-
nowadays they sit at Starbucks with a fucking laptop and make like 2 hours of music and then go stand at their show with their laptop open and fucking like pretend like they're doing it right then when really it's been done.
Yeah, but also what you're doing is you're using your voice and you're entertaining the crowd.
I didn't use my voice.
At all?
No.
Okay.
That makes it
I
completely
spoke-
You're a
through the
VJ
music.
then. Not a VJ, but like
That makes it completely different because using your voice and adding, like if you're like for example, if you're doing music with your laptop and you're like singing along to it, that's a different art than what I'm talking about.
So I wasn't singing, but I was entertaining. I was on the.
So you're
you know,
cracking jokes?
I was talking.
You were
I was
you were
talking.
toasting.
You're like,
I was talking.
hey,
Yeah.
just flew in from New Jersey and man, my arms are tired.
So, but it was all. It was entertainment as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't just standing there and playing, one record after the other.
Yeah.
Part of the entertainment, and having a good voice is the basis of being a DJ. In the 80s, anyways. Maybe now you can get
Interesting.
away with it, but
Interesting.
Your voice would be a big part of it.
So I had a killer summer, man. Like there was kind of no. My job that I got paid for was spinning CDs, and
pretty cool.
the club, the Shadow, was a classy, legit
So what's your DJ name?
Mixmaster Muff.
Triple M, bro.
Uh,
Mixmaster Muff.
The
Wow.
the club was classy. The reason it was called the Shadow was right behind the DJ area was a screen, and naked chicks danced behind it with their silhouette being projected on the
that's
screen.
rad.
That's cool.
And I played
Very Doc Hollywood.
I
of
played
you.
80s music, man. I played Prince, and it was outstanding. And so I would go to work and party, and then I'd party all night.
Was there a nightclub though
Thank you.
where people dancing?
Look at this.
Yeah,
And Kayla,
yeah,
do another like huge
Cool.
round of Jaeger bombs for everybody, please.
yeah.
I love it. So Nick, are you one day going to be a DJ?
No,
No.
dude, I'm fucking 44.
You're at the end.
I
You're at the
think
end.
I think you're technically a DJ because you select the music that you play during your trivia show.
I mean, well, so if I really have to answer, what I'd say is I have no desire to like be a like what I do is brings me more joy than I think that would. Like that's not something I'm interested in. Hosting trivia.
so this is
something
the
I'm
common
interested in.
thread is that we've all been in a
Microphone setting.
a place that has booze and a microphone and music.
Yeah, this is my 16th year doing trivia.
Oh my.
Yeah, 16 years and a month. Started March of 2010. So, and for a while I was doing 5 nights a week. That shit was rad. Never had to be on the apps because of that, by the way. Met my wife at one.
So you obviously partying like that. Did you? I'm looking at this Tiger Woods thing, and I'm just thinking, what
So,
the fuck was this
Oh,
guy
I
up
already
to?
know where you're going.
Oh, you're
and
gonna
what
bring-
I can tell you is that
You're going to bring up the T-dub.
Yeah.
until fucking 4 years ago, PR, trivia was not what you see, where I'm buying fucking 100 shots a night.
Because I just think this
When
guy
I was
getting
a
in his car,
prosecutor,
he's
it was a
fucking lawyer.
job. No,
Okay.
like I would show up, I'd get my shift beer,
Right.
and that would be a job that I
Okay.
do. This came about because now I don't care about the money anymore. It's like this is the most fun I have in the week.
But
is
the
hosting
important thing
trivia.
is that you take an Uber. You never come with your car. When you do-
January and June I drive because I'm sober.
Yeah.
Other than that, yes, I Uber
Yes.
every single time. Yes, because I'm not going to be like Tiger Woods. And if I was worth $1.3 billion, let me tell you something. I would never drive a fucking car ever again. The rest of my life, I would never drive a car.
I
wouldn't
agree.
even have a
I
fucking
think
driver's license.
Trevor hates fucking driving
I
as well.
fucking hate
right?
driving so much.
I like driving, but
No.
not with a bunch of
I like
retards
the
on
ability to
road.
drive to go where I need to go. But if I had somebody, if you have $1.3 billion, like a $300,000 a year salary for your driver,
You could fucking
is
helicopter
nothing.
to the bar.
Like, dude,
You could take a.
I would also have a dude who's just a mean-looking motherfucker who stands next to me everywhere I go, just to fuck with people. I'd just be sitting there, and there'd be this guy just standing there with his arms crossed, just fucking staring at people like, don't even talk to him. Like, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying?
I guess if you took a helicopter to the bar, you might pull a Kobe, though, right?
Damn.
Hey, I'm just vetting the option, man.
Yeah. No, I
I don't
also
know.
agree.
Helicopters seem not safe to me. I don't like that shit.
I'd love to take a helicopter, man.
Yeah?
I think that's the way to go. I would not. I would have a
that the
driver
only
and
way
a
to
helicopter. From my house to the office,
Yeah.
you'd see the helicopter landing on that empty property every day, and then in the evening, oh, that guy's going back home. That's the way to go.
Well,
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to go in a car. I don't want a chauffeur. I want a pilot.
I'm second guessing the helicopter thing.
What do you mean?
Well, not having a helicopter.
Okay, you're second guessing not having a helicopter?
Yeah, I chose my mode of transportation would be helicopter.
Ah.
I think I'm backing out of the helicopter.
No, my mode, if I was choosing, would be private jet, and
Yeah, but if you want to go
Otherwise,
from your house
black
to
car.
the office,
yeah,
you need a helicopter. You can't do
no,
private jet.
Dude, black car, it's fine with me. I can do the 25 minutes if I'm not driving. Like, it goes by in 2 seconds. But I just think it's maniac behavior that somebody who has $1.3 billion has already gone through a million DUIs, has also gone through terrible legal shit with, like, all the waitresses that he fucked, now is, like, still driving around when he's doing, like, it's fucking beyond me.
And at high speed. I see the super producer wants
And
to say
you know what he
something.
said, tried to explain it, not drugs, was that he was texting while he was fucking... He's like that's an excuse. That texting is an excuse not to be DUI. She brought the Red Bulls separately, yes. AJ. Whoop.
Quick
Jordan, my man.
fact check. Riding a helicopter is 3 times more dangerous than driving.
I mean, wow. Really?
That's why I'm backing out of the helicopter.
Holy shit. Because driving is
And
really dangerous.
commercial flying is by far the safest.
By far. Not even close. Yeah. Because they can be sued. That's why they're safe. But auto's not safe because of all the other people, because nobody knows how to fucking drive.
So what about then if you guys get a full self-drive car, would you then say, fuck it, I'm just going to get the self-drive?
I think there will be a period of time where self-driving cars are also still dangerous.
Yeah, I'm saying try it and test it.
If you're talking, we could fast forward to a time where
Yeah.
it's self-driving. Yes, that would be my wet dream.
I think that
Because-
I've heard you say in the past that's the future.
100%.
Because people are going to get rid of their garages
Yes.
for more house space.
Yeah.
The car pulls up, takes you where you want to go.
Yep.
You have a subscription, and I think that'd be pretty money. And I could read or listen to music and not focus on the road.
You're always in a different
I could be
car.
working more.
It's administered by fucking robots and AI that clean it, and everything's great. You get in this clean car, you fucking cruise, you get out, and it's gone. You don't have to pay for insurance. You don't have to pay for a car payment. You don't have to pay for gas, or tires, or oil change. You don't have to have a garage. You don't even have to have the space for a car. They're just driving around.
No driveway in your
you
house.
don't- So if we're really talking truly
That ugly
at that level,
piece of concrete you have
you're
in your
not
house,
even
you don't have
stopping
that.
at red lights. Like, if it's truly automated, they don't have red lights. They fucking fly in between each other and shit, like the
Yeah.
whole time. Dude, I know it's the end of my job, personal injury lawyer, but I would take it in a heartbeat to not have to fucking drive. I fucking hate driving. Everybody got a shot on that next round? Boom.
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah. Anybody want to tell PR that McElroy's down to 6th now, it looks like, or 5th?
So I'm still liking the helicopter. I think it's more fun though. But the helicopter will also be automated, so there won't be a pilot.
Yeah, fuck that.
Why would you want to? You don't need that.
I will tell
need
you
a
though,
pilot.
private. I've ridden in a private jet once now, and it is
The way to go.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the Bright Line.
Yeah.
So the Bright Line is so fucking great. You go down there, you feel great when you get out. You're not driving. You get to focus on whatever you're doing. That's what private jet flight is like. Is you just get on it, you fly, you get there. It doesn't feel like you traveled. You don't have jet lag. You don't feel like
Well, you drive onto the runway.
all of
You
civilization.
carry your bags onto the plane.
Yeah.
You come off.
Yeah.
The car is waiting for you, and off you go. And you don't have to be there at 7:30 in the morning for a 9:30 in the morning flight.
Yeah.
I fucking hate flying.
Yeah, it's bad.
I really enjoy the times that. So one trip, flew into San Diego, rented a car, and drove to Portland over 2 weeks, and stopped at the most random fucking places on the way.
That's pretty awesome, though.
Intentionally,
That sounds fun.
some spots were not like the lodging for the evening was not planned out. It was a mad dash to intentionally find something last minute, and it was a really spectacular trip. Another trip that I did was from LA to Orlando. I think week and a half maybe. It was deemed a spiritual trip, and we stopped at all the pretty great places on the way that were associated with kind of hippie spiritualism. So like Joshua Tree, White Sands, New Mexico. We ended up in New Orleans, so on and so forth.
I imagine you having done
Sedona.
it on a Harley Davidson. You obviously didn't.
It'd be just in a Jeep.
Why
Grand
would you
Cherokee.
think that? His personality does not say Harley Davidson. to me
I
at
would
all.
have. No, I'm imagining the story and really kind of going into that, really connecting with
Yeah.
the earth.
I just hate that Joshua Tree is always connected to U2.
Yeah.
Because U2 is such a pile of fucking garbage.
I agree.
Oh. One of my favorite bands.
I
I,
know.
I agree.
They are so shitty. And they've always in my brain now connected to U2
The Joshua Tree.
with Joshua
Yeah.
Tree. God, what a pile of shit.
I had a
Anyway,
blast in
continue.
Joshua Tree. Total spiritual experience based on events that unfolded. Three of us stayed in this tiny ass house, middle of nowhere, super flat land, and there was zero light pollution. So sat in a
Wow.
hot tub all night.
Damn.
Shooting stars. You could see, like glowing Milky Way galaxy shit. It was outstanding.
Wow.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty rad.
That the experience trumps my disdain for U2. So that's always in my mind. I lost my clothing in White Sands, New Mexico.
Love it. Love
So-
where this story's going.
My sister knows that I really liked Casamigos tequila. There's a agave plant on the front, and in White Sands there's agave everywhere. So it was decided amongst the group that I would take a naked picture behind an agave plant that was blocking the fiddly bits.
Yeah.
And at some point, my clothing was lost in the desert, and so I was running around with my fiddly bits in my hand as other strangers were touring White Sands. Underwear was located. Everything was great. Got the picture. It was fantastic. That was a cool spiritual experience.
That to me would be a highlight.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
This is 5 years ago.
So you were like 38.
Yeah, I mean, I don't put a label on things these days.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, when you're
I-
looking at the fucking tombstone, when you're looking at your own grave, when
Yeah.
you're older,
You
like
used some very
PR,
profound language
you
there.
start.
You said
You really
said
keep
when you're
track.
looking at your tombstone,
I mean,
pointing
I'm
at
just-
me, and then you said when you're looking at your grave, pointing at me.
I mean,
Fuck.
60's pretty old, man. I don't know what to say.
I would much rather take the time and carve it out and do the road trip rather than get on a plane and go straight to destination.
Yeah.
I think in those instances, if you're going straight to a destination and you're in a hurry to get there, the experience is shitty. Like everything's lined up. You're going to a hotel resort. You're going to do these events, and it's all set into this routine, and therefore probably time is speeding up. But on the road trips, man, with adventure on the horizon and not knowing where I was going to stay certain nights, man, what a great journey. What a great experience.
And that's what I was saying. I loved the come up. I loved the fight. I like the adventure where I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like that was what I enjoyed.
I've always said out loud to my family, I like that idea of not knowing where we're going to stay at the end of every day. Every time we've planned a holiday, as we get closer and closer, like, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna book. Okay, so today we're gonna go to that. And
but the difference in the experience that we're talking about and yours, when you have a family and shit, like you have a responsibility to make sure they're okay. I was like, oh, I mean, I'll find a place. If not, I'll sleep in my fucking car. I'll sleep like over there. Like fucking figure it out. Who gives a shit? Because I don't have the responsibility of of 2 kids and a wife.
But even when Yeggs and I were just the two of us, we would always say, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to.
Did he give you the nipple?
I got the nipple.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Not the.
It's definitely time for nuggets.
Oh shit!
We're 50 minutes in.
You should have fucking given us the nipple, bro.
I gave you the nipple 30 minutes, 25 minutes ago.
Let me tell you something. If you would have taken that shirt and shown a nipple, I would have seen it.
That's AJ's job, not
I
me.
assure you.
Let's do some Funkler nuggets.
Do the nugs.
Dude, I got all kinds of fucking nuggets.
I have
Go
a
for
good
it,
one
man.
too.
Who's got some shit? You go, Ed.
So today I went to the Smokemade Meats 5-year anniversary, and they
damn,
had
the place has been
a
open 5 years?
Super Bowl of a collaboration. So they collaborated with Kaya, Jam Hot, and Golden Hour. So I had a brisket, and then the brisket is a standard from Smokemade. I had a baby back rib with an adobo sauce, so that was the Kaya collab. My brother-in-law had a pig in a blanket from Kaya as well. So it was a longaniza sausage with the puff pastry. Excellent. Excellent. And then we also had a biscuit chicken sandwich with pimento cheese.
All right.
Oh, very
From
master.
That was a Jam Hot.
Amazing. Jam Hot, yeah.
You've had a full day, man.
And then a wine called Pig Soda. It was a sparkling white. I forgot the varietal, the grape varietal, but it was freaking spectacular.
Golden Hour.
Rock and roll.
I can't take the Golden Hour name seriously, man.
I just think Golden Shower.
Yeah, that's.
We've been there a few times.
I
right?
know, and
Yeah.
I've
Where,
fucking.
Golden Shower?
Golden Hour.
I just don't think that's a good name to pick for.
So I'm gonna do one nugget, right? And because I must do it justice.
Does it have to do with golden showers?
No shower. I went to Kaya last Saturday, and so you know that I eat with my eyes.
He doesn't drink.
Right. So my food has to look beautiful for me to say I'm going to enjoy.
God, you
this.
are such a pretentious motherfucker.
Has to look
You
beautiful.
say shit
You're
sometimes.
signaling.
God
And let me
damn.
tell you something.
Who the fuck says that? Who says my food has to look beautiful
It has
before
to.
I eat it?
I eat with my eyes. That's what it has to be.
No, you don't, though.
I do.
That's a euphemism that you're using that
No,
could be
because-
in your self-help book.
So if
you don't eat with your eyes, though. That's
It's
like
why-
saying the
it's
word
why you
literally when you don't mean literally.
It's why you don't like refried beans.
Yeah,
God.
because it looks
Dude,
like
refried
shite.
beans are fucking awesome.
It
They're
looks
like
horrible.
one of the best things
It
on
looks
earth.
horrible. So he's just making my point.
No, I like refried beans.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm saying,
saying.
no,
I
you're
understand.
making my
your-
point.
I understand
Refried
your
beans
concept.
If
are
it
like-
looks the way that refried beans looks, I don't enjoy it because it has to look beautiful. So here's the point, though. Kaya's food looks
He wouldn't like Nile Ethiopian either.
absolutely.
God, you do like Nile.
And
Didn't we go to Nile one time?
We did.
And you
but it's
liked
not-
it.
And didn't you take your wife back? At
No.
some
You
point?
thought that was
No.
beautiful?
No, it's not. It's not one of my. It won't be a place I would go like you guys rave about it. No, it's not. It's not one. It's not on my list.
Dude, that place,
I don't know if we
Orlando
can
is
be-
lucky to have that fucking place.
I don't know if we can be DJ friends anymore.
Like,
So let me just finish my Kaya.
please,
experience, right?
continue.
Their Caesar salad was probably the most beautiful Caesar salad I've ever seen. The colors, I mean, you know Caesar, right? It's just fucking,
Green, red, and white. Are we
Lettuce
in real
with
life
some
right now?
some
Yeah.
some Caesars, whatever. This thing had colors on it, which was just absolutely the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. I actually took a photograph of it, which I normally don't do when I go to a restaurant and I'm eating. I don't take photographs. The meal that I had, my main meal, was a pork belly. Oh my goodness
yeah.
me! Their pork belly with a kind of the crackling, crusty thing on the outside
Yeah.
was just the best pork belly. So it's a Filipino restaurant, though,
Yes.
right? So I'm trying to get my mind around, but then I'm kind of thinking, okay, Filipino. It's kind of a mix. It's a fusion of a number of Chinese,
Yeah.
and a bit of, European in it, Spanish maybe. But it was just
Perhaps.
It was
perhaps.
Perhaps.
it was my most. I would go back. I was also lucky enough to have chosen to sit on the patio
Yeah.
because I think the restaurant inside looks a little bit too claustrophobic.
So, no, sitting at the bar is awesome. We go, Linda and I go once a fucking month. I love Kaya. We can walk there from our house. The place is fucking awesome.
So do you not agree with me then? I know you would like to disagree on everything I say, but would you not say their food is beautiful?
I don't disagree with everything you say. I disagree when you sound like a fucking dummy. Which, when you say that your food has to be beautiful before you eat it, is like a dummy thing to say. But I will agree with you that Kaya's A+. Like, it's great. We're lucky to have it.
Yeah, is it beautiful?
The
The food.
Yeah, it looks great.
They
agree.
They really go out of their way to make the food look good.
Yes.
As opposed to if you go to a great restaurant and it's just a piece of steak and mash, and it may be tasty, but they don't have all the colors on it.
So my nugget, I have found the only bar I think that's left now where you can smoke
Ooh.
inside.
Do tell.
Anybody, you guys hanging out here, George's Tavern? Anybody ever?
No.
Yeah?
I got my tires slashed.
I believe it. That was Paul Twyford. He had his tires slashed there. I believe it. So I had to go. So I have a client who got arrested for leaving.
Slashing tires?
No, for walking out on a tab. And he, the reason he walked out on a tab is because he was going to pay with his phone. He was hanging out having drinks at George Tavern. And like you do when you're at George Tavern, he went to a car to have sex with a woman. And after they were done, he left his phone in the car. She drove away. He walked back in. They go, well, you owe us $51. He goes, shit, I was going to do tap to pay with my phone. And my phone was in, I don't even know her name's car. She drove away. So they called the police. They arrested him. 2 days later, before he hired me, he went on Venmo and paid them. So I had to go, because the prosecutor is 17 years old. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I was like, I'm just going to go and get a selfie with the owner with a thumbs up that, he paid this tab, right? Because he wants fucking 6 months of probation for this shit. So I went there, and I walk in, and it's like I was transported to 1997.
All right.
It is smoke. Out of control. You walk in, and it reminds me of Red Lion Pub. Is what the only thing I
Love
can
it.
think of. So I walk in, I get a beer. I'm like, yeah, I'll do, I clearly don't fit in with these fucking people. It's like a Tuesday. What day was it? Thursday. It was a Thursday. I'm wearing work shit. These guys are not wearing work shit. And I straddle up to the bar, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take a cone of Big Wave. She's like, all right. She comes over. It's $2.50. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I go, hey, is there a manager here or something? She's like, no. Why? I go, calm down. Like, I represent a guy who walked out on his tab and he paid it. She goes, client name, he's a piece of shit. I go, all right, fair enough. Is your manager here anyway? Because I just need to confirm that they paid. Then these two bikers come and sit both sides of me and don't say anything to me the whole time. And I'm sitting there in my nerd, Lululemon shit. And I just finished my beer and I put $20 down. I go, all right, I'm leaving. She's like, you want change? I was like, no, it's yours. I know it's a $2.50 beer. I walked out. I think I was in there for a grand total of 17 minutes. I went home, changed clothes. It was in my dirty clothes in my closet. The whole weekend, the fucking closet smelled like fucking cigarette smoke. Like 17 minutes in this place, and it was permeating the entirety.
So you're gonna go back?
Fucking hell yeah, dude! I like this place. I'm saying let's go.
Hey, I'll go with you,
Dude.
Do they have sparkling water?
They have a lot of non-alcoholic things around.
Oh,
They had a jug of pickled eggs on the bar.
oh,
They have mocktails, your favorite kind of drink.
Have you been at night? I've never been at night. This
Hey,
is the middle of the day.
this sounds like a great field trip, man.
Right? I drove by it a couple of times. I never walked in. I just was shocked to see a place that you could still smoke because everywhere in Orlando is gone. There is nothing left in Orlando. So
You shouldn't be allowed to smoke in public, right?
I
Isn't
think
that the fucking deal?
I think there should be a place like a bar that if they want to deem it smoking, that's
well,
cool,
if
and I think you
anybody-
can. Right?
If anybody's party, oh yeah, you can totally do it if you want. If anybody wants to party on Father's Day this year, I will be at George's Tavern with my dad.
All right.
Is the answer there. Yes. And I invite everybody to come play pool with us because my dad smokes cigars still. I like to party. So we will be there drinking Miller High Life and fucking smoking.
I recently went to the picture show. It was great.
The picture show.
Yeah, I was trying to
The movies.
fucking make fun of PR for
Oh,
going to the
The
pictures.
movies.
I went to the
No.
movies. I went to Regal Winter Park.
Well, the difference is when he went, they would show something and they'd have a piano player because
Right.
they didn't have synced music. You know what I'm saying? And they'd have a woman who, like, when the person screams in the back, they'd be like, ah!
So I went and saw a movie. I think it's called Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
I haven't seen it, but I read the book.
It was fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah?
I think it's worthy of reporting because I had really lost all hope for movies as of late.
Yeah.
And this was an outstanding movie.
Damn.
All
right.
It's pretty epically long. I want to say it was like 2 hours, 36 minutes.
Fuck.
But it seemed to go by pretty quick. It wasn't dragging out. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I really can't share much more than my enjoyment because it's somewhat complex.
Did you get one of those the movie theater where you could get the bed?
Yeah,
lie flat.
reclined.
Cool. That's
Did you
the way to
read?
do it.
Did you read Hail Mary, PR?
No, I haven't yet.
I read Hail Mary. I can tell by the very short clips in the commercials that they've changed what happens at the end.
Pity.
I could tell,
Yeah.
but I'm still excited to see it because the book was fantastic.
I actually got a little stony baloney before I went, and the stony baloney-ness kicked
Like
in.
with what? Sugar?
Weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're still.
No, it was the first time in like a year.
Oh,
So I had a spiritual experience. Like at the beginning, I will say
did you make the mistake of trying to smoke like you used to smoke?
no.
You
I took
went
a little
light-
gummy.
You went easy.
Took a little
Oh,
gummy.
gummy. All right, fair enough.
It came in full effect during the 45 minutes of trailers, and I thought God was talking to me at certain points.
Oh, okay.
As the trailers winded out, I nicely settled in, and it was perfect timing to enjoy the THC experience and the movie.
Did you have a nap at all?
No,
No? So you actually stayed up the whole time?
Yeah,
Good man.
I have never watched a movie
yeah.
at a theater and not slept at least 20 or 30 minutes.
Really?
Never. That I can remember.
Are you being
You know,
serious?
yeah.
Are you being
I
facetious?
always go in Have some
You're
popcorn.
telling me that you fall
have a
asleep
Coke.
for 30 minutes every time you go to the
Every
movies
time.
your whole life.
Every time. Even if I go to a
You know, if that was
live
my,
theater.
I think I'd see a specialist. Like if I were you.
Yeah.
It's just
that's a
such
problem.
it's such a nice, tranquil,
Get the
safe
fuck outta
space. Close my eyes.
We good?
All right. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
before we do that,
another little shot.
everybody who's here hanging out with us for our 100th, everybody put it up. Thank you guys for fucking partying, supporting us. You guys are the shit. I really do want to thank Ed and the Intuitive Muse, who aren't like the fucking talking personalities, but are just as big a part of this show. Thank you guys so much for what you do. Rock and roll.
All right. Hit like and subscribe. Leave comments, questions, and requests. Connect with us on social media for adventures throughout the week. Johnny Bananas rides again.
See you in the promised land.